to overextend? Where does that come from?
Yeah.
You know, what sort of family stories were you given? What sort of cultural context did you grow up in? Particularly when it comes to women, we are expected and trained to and conditioned to be the absorbers of all the pain. And so it's so easy as you grow up in a particular family dynamic and then you live in a particular culture. And then we just take all of those conditions and apply them to our businesses. And the sort of key marker for myself was the feeling of resentment.
That is it. That is the key marker for me too.
Right. And for me, like, resentment feels like a stuckness. It feels like a frozenness for me.
Yeah.
And I feel it like in my solar plexus. I can sort of like bring it up right now. And so when I feel that level of resentment in my body, it's then a question of, how did I allow myself to overgive? You know, people are allowed to ask, and then it's my role to then look within and say, I am capable of giving this much, or I'm capable of saying no. And just because somebody asks, I'm not obligated to give that all away, if that makes sense. You know?
Yeah. So the resentment is, for me, and for so I use a lot of archetypes in my work, and we use archetypes inside of the Business Alchemist mentorship as well. Resentment is my biggest symptom, or the loudest symptom of when I slip into my martyr archetype.
Yes.
So when I slip into my martyr archetype, I overgive. I tend to put other people's needs before me. And the first thing that happens is like I feel resentment because what I'm giving does not feel energetically equal to what I'm receiving.
Yeah.
And this happens in general when we trace it back. In general, it happens when we want to receive so badly that we end up giving to take. You know?
Yeah.
So there's something that's missing in our lives. We feel underappreciated, or we just feel that energetic imbalance. So how do we subconsciously try to equalize it or balance it out? It's not healthy, but we all fall into this trap of like, all right, I'm just going to overgive. I'm just going to do this, give, just in hopes of receiving.
Yes. Yes.